Hello, this is Brad Fogelsson with Growth Curve, and I'm here to tell you today about our new product service called Virtual Desktop. Virtual Desktop is a form of cloud computing that allows you to access the internet for your personal or business use and to perform different functions online. Before I describe more about what a Virtual Desktop product has to offer, I'd like to explain what cloud computing is here real quick. So, cloud computing is basically an application that runs online or in an online environment. It's accessible from anywhere at any time, and it does not require any physical hardware to operate. It's more reliable and more secure than your standard physical computer or computing needs or whatever you use. And also it's easier to maintain and use, and all you really need is an internet connection and a device to access it. What our Virtual Desktop is an operating system that runs online. It is installed to your current web host. If you have, say you have a web hosting service right now, we can install it as a subdomain on there, or just as an additional domain, however you want it done, or we can host it for you if you want to. And in that case, it would be done a little differently, and we'll show you that here in just a minute. You can access it anywhere at any time. You can allow multiple users to be on there and to access it. So you can add additional users if you need to. If you say you have maybe employees or if you maybe family members or something that need to get on there. If you want it for personal use, you can also create, upload, edit, and download Word documents, presentations, spreadsheets, images, and graphics. You can also create folders or manage them just like you can on, say, your PC. And there's many other features as well. It's ideal for individuals or for your personal or family use or something. If you need something for everyone to use, or for say you're a professional that travels abroad or something like that. Say you're you're going to a meeting somewhere in some other town, or you had to travel, and say you forgot something and you needed to create a document or something. So we'll show you that here as well momentarily, and it's also ideal for small businesses. Now we'll show you a demo here. So right now I'm in Microsoft PowerPoint, so I got to get out of that, and I'll show you how to get there. Now here I'm on a Windows 7 regular desktop. I'm on a regular PC at my office. Now say I need to access the internet here. Now, although Firefox is an excellent web browser, Internet Explorer is not so good. The one that I recommend using for Virtual Desktop is Google Chrome. So let's go to Google Chrome here, open that. Now it's just like, it's just like you're going to a website almost. Now say you want a Growth Curve to host it for you. This is what it would be like. Now I chose a custom one here, so you would go here like that. So it would look like this. Now say it'd be, now this part here would be the name of your virtual desktop. So it could be anything you want. It could be yourpc.gclocal.net. If you wanted us to host it, that's where it would be hosted as a subdomain on the Growth Curve local network. So let's go ahead and go there. I'll show you this real quick, and then I'll show you the pricing here at the end of the video here. Let's get logged in. Now by default, you're going to enter root if you're the administrator. That's always the same there. Let's get logged in just like you would, you're logging into any other site. Makes a pretty little chime there, just like it's booting. And as you can see, it booted in just a couple seconds. An entire operating system that runs it online. Pretty amazing, huh? So now we want to view this full screen, so we can just simply hit F11. Now we are full screen, and now this is exactly what you're going to see by the default location, or excuse me, default installation. We can now, with your installation, we can also add a custom background, so we can customize this. So here's a cool thing about this. Let's go ahead and start with the basics. We want to right click, and here now say we want to upload something to our virtual desktop online. Say I want to upload a document. Let's go to our folder here. I have a folder in my, a file to upload here from last summer. Now we have a folder here. You can see this. Now you can add additional ones, so you can actually upload multiple files at the same time if you wanted to. Now your maximum, if Growth Curve hosts it, you will have a maximum of 128 megabytes per upload, which is pretty big. I mean, that's a large file. So we're going to go ahead and upload that, and now it's uploaded. And now it just showed up here. It usually takes a second to do that. And sometimes you can refresh it. If it doesn't show up right away, by default, it will upload to your desktop folder. And now say you want to create a new folder, you simply do that just like you would on a regular computer. So there's a lot of neat things you can do here. Preferences. This opens the system preferences. Again, it's just like managing. It's almost like Microsoft operating system, Microsoft Windows. So there's a lot of things here you can configure. Your security, your system. It has a mail client that it comes with your desktop. You can manage the look and feel. And as you can see, there's a variety of other things that some of those we would show you. Now we would train you how to use those too, because with your purchase, we would also do a hands-on training. Now this .docx, it does not currently support that right now, but you can always simply rename that to getting back to our folder here. So let's go ahead and do that. .doc, rename. Now, as you can see, the icon changed here. Now, as you can see, we have a couple. These three here are the default Office programs. Now here, there's iDocs. Let's go ahead and open this, because we just opened that, and it will open it. Actually, it's opening it with the Zoho, because there's actually two of them. There's actually two defaults. It's kind of weird. But now we can scale this if we want to make it a little bigger. And we need to change something. Now again, this is entirely online. I'm doing this online. The folder I just uploaded. So we need to change a font. Now let's go ahead and change it to 2011 or something. Hit the save button, save and process. Okay, it told you that. Now it just saved that entirely online here in your online desktop, and now you can access that anywhere. Now, say you needed to create a document or a report or something, you can do that with these applications here. Now, I'm going to show you in a future video how to use these in more detail. I'm not going to get into that right now because I'm just showing you the basics. But let's go up here. I'll show you the file manager. Takes a minute. Now this is your desktop. This shows everything. Now here, this is what you see actually on your desktop. In here in this desktop folder, this is what you see here. What we're looking at, and as you can see, you can navigate it very easily. You can create multiple folders. Now it does support media files too, so you can upload media files, and you can actually view them on here too. Now here's for the image. We want to create a new one here. There's all kinds of stuff, so I may be overwhelming you right now, but as you can see, this is a very, very powerful system. Now say we want to create a new image, we can do that too here. We'll just leave it that way for now. And there's all kinds of stuff you can do here, very easy. Now again, I will show you that. I'll have a video just for this. This is some of these applications, as you know, are free. You may have heard of these somewhere. But this system allows you to do everything. This operates entirely on your server or ours, so we can host it for you. Now again, here's another feature, address book. This is where you can enter and keep track of your contacts if you do a lot of business and stuff, which again, that's what this is intended for, just the basics of business stuff, very core small business here. This allows you to add an event. You can add something there to kind of keep track of your schedules. This is a scheduling application here. That's what that is. It's got a few little fun games on here, a few little other accessories and networking. Now this is FTP, so if you're more of a web person, there are some applications on here you can use if you're more of a developer type. It does support that. This iEditor, I'll show you this. This is just simply a text editor. That's all it is. You can have it be an HTML, CSS, so it does support a few things like that. iCode, that's just for the name of the operating system. The actual what it's actually called is officially, that's the name of this operating system. So system preferences, you can manage that. I showed you that earlier. Applications, that just shows all the applications that you have on your current installation by default. And right now there really are no other ones that really work. So it just shows everything about your desktop here. In a closed session, that just simply logs you out. So yeah, these are just some shortcuts, and that's pretty much it in a nutshell. Now, say we have something open here, iGroups. Let me show you that real quick. This shows again. Now this just opens the manager here, but your users. This will show your users and groups. Say you want to add additional groups. Now, public is where we're in right now. Technically, this is what everybody would see if you have multiple people. So I would for the training, I would show you that when you get our service here. So let's go ahead and log out. So that's the operating system in a nutshell. We're gonna hit F11 again to get out of that. And yeah, I mean that's cloud computing in a nutshell for this. And so yeah, that's it for that. And now you can order now. Our package doesn't include a full installation and a custom background. If you want us to do that, it's optional. You don't have to have us do that. And we do a 1 hour training session too, hands-on. So we'll actually sit down with you and train you for 1 hour on how to use it. So I mean, for only $95, you're getting quite a bit. And now, if you want us to host it, guess what? It's only $15 a month. And you pay this $95, so for very little, for only $110 for your first payment. That's how much it would be, by the way, $110. We can get this thing up and running for you in just only a couple hours. It takes only a couple hours to do it, including training if you want us to train you. So you can contact us at our 800 number, 888-932-4195, or in our Fort Wayne number here, which is also my cell, is 260-515-1780, or you can send us an email at sales@growthproof.biz. So we'd be glad to help you with that.